Coma. The only two things I knew about comas were when I was young and on the soap operas, the characters would go into a coma and come out and everything would be great. The second was running past, hearing my parents say or hearing the news mention that someone had passed after being in a coma. And that was it. Until almost 7 months ago. And now it's a highlight of most of my conversations. My granddaughter and I were on our way to Ohio from Virginia, and I got up that morning and everything was good. Got to the rental car, and all of a sudden I couldn't breathe. I couldn't get breath. So I told my granddaughter, since we weren't on a schedule and we were closer to an ER, Granny was just going to run in there, get a breathing treatment, get a breathing inhaler, and we would be off on our way. So I thought. I woke up over 4 weeks later, 5 weeks. I was in a medically induced coma for 3.5 weeks and in intensive care for another 2 weeks. When I awoke to my son, my pastor, and a few other friends. And it's hard to describe the look, for one, that I was giving him or them, and then the look that they were giving me. And I'm thinking, what's going on? More importantly, why am I here? Why am I in this bed? But at the same time that I'm trying to wrap all this through my mind, I believe my son say, you were in a coma. And I still couldn't wrap my mind what a coma, or what me being in a coma. I didn't even realize that my body didn't even work. I was still trying to wrap around coma, 3.5 weeks, 2.5 weeks, and they were worried and they prayed and I remember none of it. I watched a couple of videos, or actually one particular, about this young lady that was in a coma. She said, and she said when she was in a coma, she saw, like, I don't mean to laugh, I don't, but she saw like little girls in a circle, her being in like this twilight state, her hearing her parents and her nanny That wasn't my experience. I didn't hear anything. I don't remember anything. I don't. I don't know how her experience, but my experience was not like that. I woke up to a world of my life is completely changed. I couldn't go to the bathroom. I couldn't move. I had to call a nurse. Pretty much all my life, I have always been a caretaker. Even since a little kid, I was one to watch the kids, the other younger kids, cleaned houses. I did all that. Now it's different. Now, I had to depend on others. I didn't like it. I still don't like it. I mean, I'm not a big fan of it now. I've learned that I have to accept help. I have to accept some things that come with the afterlife. The after coma life, I like to call it. But that's why I'm asking you to join me on this new endeavor that I'm on, my new podcast, which will be, and excuse me, I can't see without my glasses, and I've really been trying to do this thing without. But I wanted to just read a little bit about when I can't even get out in words. When I got around people, it was like they thought I was the same person. I looked like the same person, just couldn't move, but I looked like me, but it wasn't me. I had to learn how to accept help. I had to learn how to do a lot of stuff. I had this incredible pain in my foot. My foot has not been the same. I have these nerve pains. It's a lot. This afterlife, after coma life, it's no joke. But I'm not going to talk about that anymore. I want to tell you about this podcast. This is new for me, all of this, even this video and putting this out there, and this is all new. But I don't want this to be a podcast about me just speaking. I want this to be a safe place for those who've been through traumatic things. I want to grow. I want to learn. I want to know, is there anyone else? Hello? I did meet one guy. His name's Curtis. He's going to be a guest. The only other black person that I've ever known to have been in a coma. Even that's interesting because I talked to his wife. He's had 2 strokes. He's had a lot. That after coma life. That's why I want you to join me weekly. There will be a video for you to catch, and then sometimes I might do live. I'm doing this Facebook Live thing twice a week. Tuesdays, 12:30. Fridays, 6:30. Please join me. Also, I don't think I mentioned, you can find me at my website at, I'm moving my head a lot, rosiesthoughts.com. You can catch me on Facebook, Instagram, and soon to be TikTok. Get used to this face because I'm going to be out there. I'm not doing this for money. I'm not doing this for the like, the don't like, the comment, the non-comment. I'm doing this to share. Because like I said, it's not just the black thing. It's an after-traumatic thing. It's, for me, learning what recovery looks like, learning how to rebuild my life, my health, new health issues. We're going to talk about a lot. And I'm going to have a Q&A day, a thankful day. Like I said, keep watching. See this face with or without glasses. You will see me again. I want to be consistent. May be a little boring at first. I don't know. Teach his own. Everybody got their own boredom thing. I know I might be rambling a lot, but this is, like I said, this is all new to me. And since I did that, you see this scar here? See? That's an after coma scar. I fell on the floor. I was on the floor an hour. An hour. Because I couldn't get up. I didn't have anybody. My neighbor, she wasn't home. So that was the result. And that's like I said, almost 7 months ago. But the doctor said, it's not going away. She told me to get some concealer. She said, get some concealer. She said, nah. She said, you're going to have it a while. But that's just, what do you call it, visible, you know, that's a scar that you can see. But it's scars I got. But I'm going to share them. And I hope that you guys share with me. Share your likes. Share your dislikes. Share your comments. I don't really care about your dislikes. I don't. Yeah, I mean, I'll read them. I mean, but you like what you like. You don't like what you like. You know what I mean? To each his own. Those who do like and choose to subscribe, to join me again, I got some wonderful gifts lined up. I've got some power banks, some mugs and t-shirts and that I make. Or either I have someone that's here to help me. Monica. She don't like her name mentioned, but she's holding up the subject. Anyway. Just come back. Just join me again. Thanks for tuning in. And I hope to hear what you got to say. Thanks, guys. See you next time.